Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, My So-Called Healthy Life. And I'm gonna do the meditation, and it's getting up really late today, so I wanna get right to it. May 3rd, from Journey to the Heart by Melody Beatty, one of my favorite meditation books of all time. Say goodbye with an open heart. On our journey, we meet many souls with whom we interact, exchange energy in a way that enhances our growth and theirs. We learn lessons together. We break bread. We share love. But there often comes a time to say goodbye. A goodbye can come suddenly, unexpectedly, without much warning. Or a goodbye can be expected, planned on, and take a while to work out. The length of time doesn't matter. What matters is how we handle our goodbyes. We can do it with our hearts open, saying thank you for all we've learned, or we can close our hearts and bitterly say we've lost again. We can say goodbye with an attitude of trust, faith, and love, believing our hearts led us together for the time we were close to celebrate life and further our journeys. Or we can do it with harsh judgment, asking what's wrong with us that our paths didn't let us stay together. We can say goodbye with our hearts open, feeling our sadness, our longing, and our joy. Or we could say goodbye with emotions walled off, saying that's just the way life is. Sometimes it's time to say goodbye. We can't always choose timing, but we can choose the words of our heart. And sometimes it's not goodbye. Sometimes it's till we meet again. What a poignant meditation for me at this point in my life. And about 20 years ago, I saw a episode of Oprah where she was talking about sometimes it's okay to end friendships and say goodbye to people in our lives. Sometimes family members, we have to do that. They're not healthy for us anymore or whatever. Or sometimes we go through a breakup. Or sometimes, you know, just distance separates us and we have to say goodbye to friends. And, you know, I think it's a really hard thing when you're going through it. I've experienced it many times in my life. Even just in the last year, I've lost, you know, a few friends by different circumstances. And every single time I go through it, this is something that I've learned in my life. I try not to, you know, look at it from like, oh, what did I do and what could I have done differently and whatever, but more to cherish the time that I spent with that person, if that makes sense. And to go, you know, I believe that people come in our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. That's just me, but I believe that. And so sometimes you have to look at that and be really thankful for the reason, the season, or the lifetime. My best friend Tanya is a lifetime, you know, but I have had other people that have come into my life for shorter periods of time, and sometimes longer, that are reasons, and sometimes seasons. And I think it's a really hard thing to like be able to look at, especially when there's bitterness in your heart that you feel like you've been done wrong. But how can you be done wrong if the relationship served its purpose, if that makes sense? And, you know, I really believe in my heart of hearts that all people are basically good, or their intentions are well-meaning. I believe that. I do believe there are some truly evil people out there in the world, but I think by and large, most people that I come in contact with on a regular basis are pretty good people. I don't think that they mean me any horrific dangers and harm in my life, if that makes sense. So if a friendship ends, I have to take a look at that and go, you know, for whatever reason, this friendship was unable to continue. Let me cherish the time that we had together. Let me enjoy it. Let me treat that person continuously afterwards in the same manner that I would if we were friends, which means not talking shit about them behind their backs, not gossiping, not dropping rumors, none of those things, but just being a person of integrity and continuing to treat that person the way that I did when I was their friend. Because one of the things I cannot stand is when people are no longer friends with each other, they turn around and they treat them like their enemy. I don't understand that. I understand that your heart is hurt, okay? But you wouldn't want that same person doing that to you. And that's kind of a lesson I've learned through the years, and it's kind of a lesson that I live by. Years ago when I was with my ex and we had first moved in together, I found a shoebox under the bed stuck way in the back of pictures of he and his ex. And I took them out and I took the box out and I put it on the bed, and he came home. And he was very nervous. And I go, do you want to talk about this? And he goes, I don't want you to be mad at me that I kept the pictures. And I said, I'm not mad that you kept the pictures. I said, I want you to have those pictures. he was an important part of your life, you know? He was somebody that you cared a lot about. Like, you have memories of him, you know? Do I want frames around our house of you and your ex-boyfriend together? No, I don't, okay? But I can understand that he was an important part of your life. And if you need to keep that so that you can go back to that and look at it and go, I miss him sometimes, or, you know, whatever. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. You know, life is a journey, and people are going to come in and out of our lives on that journey. And I like to respect those characters that come into my life along the way and have made my life so meaningful and so powerful. And my life would have less meaning and less power had I not met those people, you know? Whether they're still in my life till the day that I die, or whether they're just in my life for a period of time. I can respect both. So it's hard. It's really hard, you know? But I think with all, it's about having grace and class and respecting the friendship the way that you respected the person at that time. That, at least it is for me. I love you guys, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye.